everybody, I'm Krista Robinson and welcome to the holiday edition of SportsLife NYC on YesNetwork.com. If you're the general manager of the New York Yankees and you want to get your mind off of baseball for just a few hours, what would you do? Well, Brian Cashman decided to take on a very courageous task, and let me tell you, it involves heights.
You may be asking, what's Yankees general manager Brian Cashman doing on top of a building in Stamford, Connecticut? He's part of a Christmas celebration where he will be rappelling down a 22-story building, one of the tallest in the city.
I watched these guys do it last year and it was awesome, and I opened my big trap up and said that would be cool, I'd love to do that. And the woman running the event, Lynn, last year said, well, let's put your money where your mouth is, let's see if I'll put you up there.
He came to us and I said, get out of here. I mean, that's ridiculous, you can't do this. That is 22 stories high, 350 feet. You know, it's not for the faint-hearted. So he said, I'm not faint-hearted.
So that's what happened, and when they called, you know, if I talk the talk, I'm going to walk the walk.
One way to conquer a fear of heights is to rappel off a building, and for Brian Cashman, it was almost time. The rappel team was getting ready for their big show, and Cashman was up for the challenge.
We were a little concerned. We did an early morning run before we put the cameras on him on Friday morning, and it was pretty slow, and he wouldn't look down. But that's a normal reaction. Whenever we bring somebody in, especially if they haven't done that kind of thing before, 300 feet is a long way down, and that fear of heights is a very natural thing. But after the second and third run, he was getting faster and faster and more relaxed, and by today, we took him down, what, 3 times today? Yeah. The first 2 runs were flawless, so we knew we were in business.
Not only would Santa, Mrs. Claus, and Rudolph be making the journey down, but Cashman, donning his Yankees attire, would be battling the Grinch in his Red Sox gear as they rappelled.
I mean, the screams when he took off his jacket and the Yankee uniform was sparkling, and the boos when the Grinch took off his costume and there was the Boston Red Sox.
Because of the wind, I couldn't lock myself in on the building like the old Batman and Robin shows. I couldn't get myself stationary, so I kind of was blowing around, spinning around, so I just tried to dangle my legs and wave to the crowd.
All in all, it was a great time for everyone that came out to watch the show that the rappel team put on for the city, and it certainly was a thrill for Brian Cashman.
I'd say the crowd was twice as big as we usually have, and this is icing on the cake for me as the head of this organization, to have this terrific guy, you know, having such an elevated position and being the most down-to-earth, fabulous guy.
It was an awesome experience. You know, I'm real proud to be a part of the Stamford rappel team now. It's cool.